When it comes to keyword research, one of the best places to start is to find out what keywords your website already appears for in Google. The beauty of this is these are keywords that Google already deems relevant to your website. So all we need to do is find out what these keywords are and then further optimize our website a little bit better for these specific keywords. Once you do this, you can expect to see your website jump up higher in Google. We've had client sites jump from page 9 all the way up to page 1 just by optimizing the site for keywords that they didn't even know they appeared for in the first place. To do this, you're going to need access to an SEO software called SEMrush. If you're not sure what SEMrush is, it's an SEO tool which is super powerful and provides you with tons of information that you can action upon to further increase the visibility of your website. There are a few other options when it comes to SEO tools such as Majestic, which is used for checking backlinks. However, Majestic has no feature for keyword research, meaning that if you use that tool, you'd have to get another tool to carry out the keyword research element. Whereas with SEMrush, it has all of the features built in. So instead of having 5 different tools to carry out 5 different tasks, you can literally just use one tool to do everything you need to do when it comes to SEO. SEO is quite complex. The more information and data you have, the better decisions you'll be able to make, thus increasing the likelihood of you succeeding. Simply put, in this day and age, it's no longer viable to carry out an effective SEO campaign without using any tools. Reason being is because you won't have any data to base your decisions on. A lack of data equals poor decision making, which you want to avoid at all costs when it comes to carrying out SEO. SEMrush is a paid software and the prices start from $100 per month. However, as ClickSlice is a heavy user of the tool, we've been in touch with SEMrush and I'm delighted to announce that we've managed to secure a free 14-day trial exclusively for members of our courses, which is you. Typically, SEMrush provide new users with a free 7-day trial, but we pushed them a little bit harder to ensure we got the best for learners of this course. To take advantage of this free 14-day trial, you simply need to click the link in the description under the resources. That will then take you to this page where you can sign up and get full access. If you use our link to make a purchase, i.e. continue to use the software after the free 14 days, then we will receive a commission at no additional cost to you. So that helps us out too. And to confirm, 14 days is more than enough time to action upon everything which you're about to learn in this course. If you do have any doubts, then what I recommend you do is you watch the course from start to finish, and then at the end of the course, sign up to SEMrush and start your 14-day trial then. So once you have access to SEMrush, what you want to do is insert your website URL in the main search bar you see at the top. So for the purpose of this training video, I'm going to be using yogamatters.com. To confirm, this is just a website I found on Google by typing in yoga mat. They were simply on page 1. I do not own this website. I have no affiliation with this website whatsoever. I'm just simply using it for the purpose of this training course. So let's go ahead and get Yoga Matters URL, go over to SEMrush, paste in the URL and then click search, and what this is going to do is it's going to show us all of the keywords that this website appears for. So once that's loaded, you can see we've got quite a bit of information in front of us. Do not be overwhelmed as I'm going to go through all of these sections later on in the course. But what we want to do for the purpose of this video is scroll down to where it says organic research, and then under organic research you can see it says top organic keywords. So these are all the keywords that this website appears for in Google. As you can see, there is 9,277 different keywords that this website ranks for in Google. Now, that is a lot of keyword ideas. So as you can see already, this tool is extremely powerful and will literally let you know all the keywords you appear for in just a few seconds. So to take a look at all of these keywords, what we need to do is click View Details right here, and then this is going to open a page where we can see tons of information about these keywords, such as the actual keyword. We can see the position this website is in Google for this keyword. We can also look at the volume. So the volume is the amount of times this keyword gets searched for every single month in Google. We can also see the URL, which ranks in Google for this particular keyword as well. So this is all very handy to know. If we scroll down the page, we can have a look at all of the keywords. You can see we have tons of keyword ideas such as best yoga books for beginners. We're currently in position 1 for that keyword. We've got what is hot yoga. We have yoga poses for kids, currently in position 14, and this is the URL that appears for that keywords. So as you can see, you can really go through the data and start to see which keywords that you're not on page 1 for, and then further optimize your site a little bit better to ensure you get onto page 1 for those keywords. So a little trick you can do is you can go to the top of this page, and actually go over to here where it says positions, and then you can tell SEMrush to only show you the keywords that you're in position between 11 and 24, as these are all the keywords that you're going to be on page 2 for. And as you can see, we're currently on page 2 for over 1,000 different keywords, 1,025 to be precise. So instead of reviewing all these keywords within SEMrush, what you can actually do is click the export button, download all of this in either an Excel or a CSV file, and then review the information way more easier. So let's go ahead for a CSV file. And once downloaded, it's going to look something like this. It's quite a lot of information to take in, but don't worry about it, as we don't need a lot of the columns you're seeing at present. All we need to know is a keyword and the position we are in Google for that keyword, along with the search volume and the URL which appears in Google. So let's go ahead and delete all these other columns, as we don't actually need these columns. We don't need the CPC, so that can go. Keyword difficulty, let's get rid of that. I haven't found the SEMrush keyword difficulty to actually be that accurate, so don't worry about that, as I'm going to show you in a separate video how we can determine keyword difficulty. Let's also get rid of previous position, that's not that important. And then let's go ahead and bold these top columns and then just expand them so we can see all the information. So as you can see, we can now see all the keywords our website appears for on page 2, what position we are in exactly for those keywords, the amount of times all those keywords get searched for every single month in Google, and the URL which is appearing in Google for that specific keyword. Now it's good to note that all the keywords we're looking at right now are all the keywords across our whole domain. If we wanted to find out what keywords a specific URL ranks for in Google, then what we need to do is take a specific URL and then search for that within SEMrush. So let's go ahead and go over to mats and bags, and let's simply go for the yoga mat towel bag, for example. So let's take this URL and then let's go over to SEMrush and insert that URL and then click search. And as you can see, this URL appears for one keyword in Google. Now, the reason why we're seeing one keyword and not any more than one keyword is because we still have our filter applied. So what I'm going to do is go up here and click clear filter. And now this is going to show us all the keywords that this URL appears for. So in total, this URL appears for 5 different keywords. And as you can imagine, they are all to do with yoga mats, as that is what the URL is about. So this is how you'd find out what keywords a specific URL ranks for in Google. In this video, we use SEMrush to carry out the keyword research, which obviously has a 7-day free trial. However, after those 7 days, if you're running on a tight budget and would like to use a free application for keyword research, then you'll be pleased to know that I made a separate video which shows you how to carry out keyword research using a completely free tool. This free tool is not as powerful as SEMrush, as it's obviously free. However, it still gives you plenty of keyword ideas you can use, and is a great tool for those who don't have much capital or are potentially just starting out. This separate video I'm referring to is the one coming up next.